Hey everyone, welcome back to NFA Review Channel. Today we have a new company on the channel, ABEL Suppressor Co. They reached out to me for a review. We hit it off. They make a quality product from what I can tell thus far. I've already done a lot of B-roll here in the studio, and I might have done a yard pop out back, and it might have sounded excellent. So they are going to be coming to Suppress Fest this October. So if you guys haven't checked already, make sure you head to suppressfest.com and grab your tickets. This is a limited entry event to make it better for you and all the vendors that come out so you can have quality one-on-one time. Check out all the suppressors, shoot them to your heart's content, and then purchase whatever you want at the show. So they will be there, which is really cool. I'm excited to eventually run down their entire product lineup, but for today, we're gonna dig deep into their Pi 22 suppressor here in the studio, and then we'll hit the range as usual, see what it sounds like. Let's get to it. One of the first things I want to mention, just handling their product, and this is a compliment, some of you might not think so, but it has a very Apple feel to it. The quality of their packaging, inside and out, just how clean and presentable it is, very well done if you guys are into that sort of thing. So if they spend that much time designing the box, which if you have any idea how much of a pain in the ass that is, then I'm sure they put just as much time and love into the actual product itself. So let's go ahead and run down the specifications. I'm going to remove it here from the FN 502 Tactical that I may or may not have already used today. It may or may not have sounded really good. All right, the overall length of the Pi comes in at 5.5 inches. The diameter is 1 inch and it weighs only 5.3 ounces. How is that possible? The tube is constructed of grade 9 titanium, and all 12 baffles are constructed of 17.4 heat-treated stainless steel. So not aluminum, these are stainless steel heat-treated internal baffles, which look beautiful, and you will see them very shortly. Speaking of looking beautiful, the finish on the exterior is a satin C-Series high-temperature black Cerakote. It also comes in gray or FDE colorways. You can choose it on the drop down on their website. Caliber rating, 22 long rifle, 17 HMR, and 5.7 by 28. Now, here's where things get interesting, and we will cover the philosophy behind their company and the suppressor itself in a minute, but these numbers are gonna do a lot of that talking for me. Ready for this? With a 16-inch barrel rifle shooting CCI standard velocity, it metered in at 115 decibels at the shooter's ear and 120 decibels at the muzzle. On a 4.4-inch Ruger Mark IV, again, same ammunition, the CCI standard velocity, it metered at the ear at 117 decibels and the muzzle 121 decibels. And on a 4.8-inch barrel FN 5.7 pistol, using 40 grain Hornady black ammunition at the shooter's ear, she metered in at 136 decibels and at the muzzle 139. So what does that tell you? It tells me that it is a low back pressure can when they're getting higher numbers at the muzzle than they are at the shooter's ear. That's very good. You know, one of the worst things these days is a corked up suppressor. You're gonna get a lot of gunk, gunpowder, you know, carcinogens into your airway. We want to try to negate that as much as possible when shooting suppressed. Nobody likes getting peppered in the face with unburnt granules of gunpowder, yada, yada, yada. Anytime you can design that high back pressure, out of a suppressor, it's very welcomed, especially for me, since my entire job is reviewing suppressors every week. So well done there, ABEL. As far as the warranty on their website states pretty much no questions asked, 100% covered. Says don't worry. So that's cool. And the price comes in at $595, which sounds pretty steep for a 22 can. But when I break this thing apart, it's going to be very evident why it costs what it does. There was a lot of love and attention that went into this little guy. So let's go ahead and break it down while I'm just covering their special features here. Two birds with one stone type of deal. Just use the takedown tool on the front cap. You'll see a orange O-ring inset. They do include 2 more, and I'm sure you can get the part number for those should you wear them out. It probably lasts a long time. I've really never needed to replace any O-ring on suppressors, but it comes with extras. That's going to come into play later, okay? Just how well it seals it and why. So once you remove the front cap, you can remove, whoop, excuse you. You can remove the baffle stack. Now let me just reassemble this guy here, and I will show you some nice close-up shots here where you will see numbering on each baffle. So it takes all the guesswork out of it, and you have 1 through 12 baffles, so you cannot get it wrong. And you will see something pretty interesting here. On baffle 1 and baffle 4, you will see exterior venting. And if you look at the, I don't know what you want to call it, tabs, step outs, shelves, whatever you want to call them. Damn it. Excuse me. Whatever you want to call them, what they do is twofold. One, they lower the surface area of the outer diameter of the baffle, right? So that's going to make it a lot easier to push this baffle stack out of the tube through extended cleaning cycles, right? And you should clean it every 500 rounds with 22, but let's say you get a little lazy, you forget, whatever. It's going to be a lot harder to push that easier, I'm sorry, to push that baffle stack out because you have way less surface area, okay? The only thing touching is just the faces of these 4 corners, okay, on each baffle. Another reason why they do that is because of that venting. So a lot of that gas pressure is going to go, you know, behind the projectile out of the bore, but some of it will go out and into that outer surface area inside this tube. So it's basically increasing the internal volume of the suppressor, and that, I'm sure, is what helped the at-ear shooting numbers on this little guy. So it's not as tightly wound or corked up as a typical 22 suppressor. So that is very welcome design quality of this suppressor, and something that definitely makes it stand out. It was really cool to see that when I took it apart. So their main design goals when they designed the suppressor, they told me, were minimal point of impact shift, repeatable 0, little to no first round pop, and optimized for rifle and pistol use. I don't know if you're watching this, how experienced you are with shooting pistols and rifles, but you know, you do have a shorter barrel. The gas pressure, speeds, everything, the temperatures leaving a pistol barrel differ greatly from those out of a rifle length barrel. So to be able to tune it to sound good on both with no first round pop on either was really cool. And I can already tell you that I have shot it on this with the recommended, you know, CCI standard velocity quality ammo, and it had 0 first round pop. Now, as far as cleaning, pretty simple, straightforward. You'll just throw them in an ultrasonic cleaner or hand brush it, whatever you want to do, and then you just align it with the numbers. So I have 1 and 2 here. The only issue with me here, that I will edit this out, is it will take me forever to do this on video because I drop them all over the table. So there's the 3rd baffle. So I'm going to do this real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got them all lined up, 1 through 12, and I mentioned earlier this O-ring. The reason why they have this O-ring here is because you do have gas in that axial space there inside of the suppressor tube. So you're having gas again go through the bore line and leaving behind the projectile, and then you have gas getting caught inside the body of the suppressor tube itself. So you're going to want an O-ring here to trap that in there, otherwise you're going to get a lot of leakage. So that was pretty cool of them to do. So we'll just go ahead and slide this guy back on here. Flippity flip, and there you go. And then we'll throw this back on, and there you go. Compress the O-rings. Am I using the wrong side here? Yes, I am. And we're good. As far as the design language on the exterior of the tube, it pays homage to their theorem line, basically principal methods of dimensional analysis, which is short for nerds made this suppressor, okay? nerds, and that's exactly what you want. You want somebody obsessed with precision, craftsmanship, and science, and that's what we got here. So I am probably as excited as you are to continue to shoot this. So let's do exactly that, hit the range, and see how it does. Before we get shooting, a quick word from our sponsor, Capital Armory. They're the nation's largest silencer dealer and have expanded their silencer shipping ability to multiple states, with even more on the way. They can still ship directly to Texas residents, but they can now deliver silencers directly to your door for those in many other states. The process is simple and keeps everything in-house. So there are no additional dealers, transfer fees, or headaches. They manage the entire process from start to finish to make your life easier. The process is very simple. Once you purchase a silencer online through their website, you'll be contacted to begin your online customer profile to provide them with fingerprints and other necessary information to complete your e-file Form 4. After the ATF approves your form, Capital Armory will initiate electronic transfer paperwork with you, and your silencer will be mailed directly to your front door. And the best part is, your customer profile only needs to be done once, so you'll be ready to go for all future orders. Head to capitalarmory.com today to learn more. All right, guys, ending thoughts on the Pi. So their design parameters for this, if you recall, was to lessen first round pop and point of impact shift. Well, as you can see, and I'll throw it up here at the end, I didn't want to bore you to death by doing it live. No point of impact shift, really. This was shot with the bolt action rifle at 25 yards standing, okay? Not from a bench, not from any support, standing in the middle of a field, burning to death in the hot Florida sun. Shot pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Shooting standard, CCI, standard velocity ammo. And there was 0 first round pop on the pistol and the rifle. So it's actually been quite a while since I've shot a suppressed 22 for a review, but This has to be one of the quieter ones out there. The tone was extremely low and pleasing, to the point to where you only heard action noise on the semi-automatic pistol. And of course the rifle is a, the bolt throw. So you're not gonna have any action noise there. It was ridiculously quiet, comical. You can hear the bullet actually flying through the air. So that's pretty cool. The only thing I noticed when I was mounting and unmounting it was the suppressor tube was coming loose here from the rear mount. That's probably my fault. I didn't bring the wrenches with me to the range. So I probably could have torqued these down a little better. So I just kept having to use adjustable wrench to get it off, to move it from host to host. I'm sure if you torque the front and rear cap on properly prior to shooting it all day, I'm sure that wouldn't be an issue, but I did want to notate that for you guys. Hopefully we can get some more reviews on deck for ABEL. If their centerfire pistol and rifle suppressors are machined to anywhere near the quality level of this very high performing 22 can, I am very excited to get them out there on the range and see what they can do. So take a look at the ABEL website and comment below what models you guys want me to review next, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Click that subscribe button. We have a lot more reviews coming. See you soon.